Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Arena token, but before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So what is the Arena token? So Arena Swap is a decentralized exchange platform built on the BSC that focuses on gamification of yield farming and gambling. Their vision is to make DeFi and yield farming mainstream through gamification and storytelling, creating an ecosystem that supports their value of their token and NFTs. They implement powerful deflationary mechanisms to safeguard the token value. Gamified gambling and an NFT collectible game are developed as part of the ecosystem to achieve this. So going over the token summary very briefly, the ticker, as you guys can see, it is Arena. I will be leaving the token address below as well. As I already mentioned, the chain is on the BSC, so the BEP20. The capped supply at the moment it is 10 million. The initial emission rate will be 1 Arena per block, so 90% will be emitted as a reward to the farming ecosystem, 10% will be sent to the developer's address for marketing purposes, payout, and to fund future partnerships and strategic developments. The initial mint will be 500,000 Arena to admin address to prove initial liquidity and marketing purposes. So guys, jumping straight onto CoinMarketCap, guys, as you guys can see, they are currently ranked just over the 2,500 level. It is a fairly new token, so just be aware of that. I will be going over the website today. I did mention they are on the BSC chain, so that is that. Current price at the moment, as you guys can see, is down 12% of the last 24 hours. Currently $5.42, so just shy of that $6 mark. Current market, as you guys can see, is over 3.1 million. Circulating volumes over 3.8 million. Going over the chart very briefly, as you guys can see, it did have that surge towards that $10 mark, and unfortunately it did dip until where it is at the moment, so it did lose out 50%, so I'm all the way down there. So I will be going over this later on in the analysis. In terms of where you guys can buy it, as you guys can see, they are listed on Dodo BSC, where you could trade against the BUSD and Arena, but the best place probably being on PancakeSwap. So guys, I will be jumping onto the website now. So guys, I have jumped straight onto the Arena Swaps website. As I did mention, it is a decentralized exchange platform built on the BSC that focuses on gamification and yield farming and gambling. So guys, I will be going briefly over the website. Please do make sure and check out the website yourself, just so you have a gist of what it does. So as you guys can see, Arena Swap, the #1 arena on the BSC. Pick your team. So you do need to be connected onto a MetaMask wallet, just as you guys can see here. So make sure you do have that MetaMask installed. So you can see here your Arena, your Pyram, and then you can harvest in as well. As I did already mention, the market stat is over 3 million at the moment, and the Pyram market stat is over 3.3. Just going over the Pyramid Royale, as you guys can see, you can see what actually they're trying to do. So you can fight for these tokens, and you're able to compete against other people as well. It has a lot of in-depth stuff here, so do go ahead and check it out as well in terms of the battle rules and stuff, especially on the white paper as well, guys. Make sure you check that out as well. Just go over the trade. As you guys can see, you go ahead and buy your Pyram tokens as well. So as you guys can see, it will be connected onto the exchange, and you can swap in BUSD or BNB over to the Arena token or the Pyram token here. Jumping onto the farm and pools, as you guys can see, for example, I will be jumping onto the Arena pool, where you're able to actually stake your Arena token. So you can stake the liquidity pool. You'll be able to earn an APR of 602.68% maximum, and you can see these other ones here as well. So it's pretty huge as well, and you can jump into these liquidity pools as well, where you're able to get a return on your thing as well. Jumping straight over to Arena, guys. So the Arena is actually made up of two parts, so gamified gambling and major gladiators, and the NFT collectible game and minor gladiators. So each gladiator has a unique character design, background story, relationship with other gladiators, and a mission in the arena, as well as distinctive combat style. These factors affect their chances of winning and create variety in battle. So that is pretty much a gist of it. You could go ahead and learn more, but as you guys can see, it is a work in progress. It will be coming in Q3 2021, which I will go over the roadmap later, so you guys can can see, the arena was born spontaneously as damned souls for each other in hell, making it an inexhaustible source of entertainment. Of course, gamblers wanted a piece of action too. Eventually, a very organized institution of carnage and madness emerged by the orders of Lucifer himself. So you go ahead and pick the teams, and you go ahead and earn tokens and a unique victory NFT as well, which you could either keep and or you proceed to keep and then hold it for long term, or just sell it off as well. So that is pretty much the arena. Going over the IGO. So the IGO is in the event that a gladiator wins, a victory NFT will be given to his or her supporters in a weighted random draw. We're making an event, an item that combines gambling and collectibles. Besides its role and iconic collectible, this NFT also entitles the owner to share in the prize winnings of a gladiator battle. An IGO allows users to purchase NFTs of gladiator candidates at a relatively low cost before they appeared on the roster. Owners of IGO NFT major gladiators enjoy the same privileges as victory NFT owners, such as voting and sharing in the major gladiator winning prizes. So that is pretty much the initial gladiator offering in terms of just make sure you go check out these as well. It does give you more of insight what it is. So, but as you guys can see, these are pretty much the NFTs that is available at the moment, where you could actually see how it is. It's pretty cool, especially stuff like these ones. It's really good in terms of how it actually looks. It looks very good as well, and it looks like it's NFTs that you can actually keep for the long run as well. Especially nowadays, you need to make sure, guys, the NFTs you look out for are actually going to be worth value, or genuinely like keeping them or having a record of them. If you're an NFT collector, it is good to have these NFTs on board as well. So that is pretty much the gist of ArenaSwap. Hopefully that does cover everything for you. In terms of roadmap, guys, I have jumped onto the documentation of ArenaSwap. As you guys can see, apprentice stage 2 to 4 months, MVP of the arena battle and betting pool of major gladiators, MVP of pyramid royal and minor gladiators. So that is the 2 to 4 months target projection. In terms of 4 to 6 months, as you guys can see, gladiator stage, MVP of gladiatorial odyssey for minor gladiators, victory NFT of major gladiators, loot boxes sale for minor gladiator NFTs and game item NFTs, IGO initial gladiator offering, and major candidates 8 to 12. So that is what I did mention already, guys. Remember when I did mention that it's going to be happening Q3 this year, so it's just literally a couple of weeks away, a couple of months away before it actually happens. And for the 6 to 12 months, as you guys can see, the veteran stage, many more new major gladiators, more new arenas in gladiatorial odyssey, stake to earn loot boxes, and the grandmaster stage 12 to 24 months. So this is for the Q4 section / Q1 Q2 next year. So more and more new major gladiators, more new arenas in gladiatorial odyssey, new features initiated from the project community. So this is just the initial gist of the website and in terms of roadmap of where these guys are going. So hopefully you do understand what this is about. So guys, I will be jumping onto the price analysis now. So guys, whatever's been waiting for, the price analysis. So don't be startled, guys. I have drew all this stuff out just to give you a projection of what I think will happen in the long term especially. So this is the daily time frame. As you guys can see, I have jumped onto the arena / BNB. So as you guys can see, it did have that massive rush to around that $16 mark, and it has seemed to have retraced to this fib level at the moment. So I have marked out the gray area where I do see a support being formed between that 61.8 and that 78.6 level. So I have marked out this gray area. Hopefully what it does now is create a level of support. As you guys can see, I have drew that engulfing candle here, which is end to a bullish daily. So hopefully tomorrow it does end bullish at this, and what it will do is hopefully continue onwards, maybe a solar free. As you guys can see, that resistance level around that $8 mark, maybe there, and then create another level of support around that 61.8 before going up towards these level of resistances around that $11 mark, $12 before maybe another sell-off here as well, create another level of support, and then go on towards that all-time high around that $16, and hopefully going the full fib retracement towards that $20 mark. So that is what I think in terms of long term. In terms of short term, I do have two short-term analysis. So first one, I have jumped onto a 4-hour time frame. As you guys can see, from its all-time high has been retracing ever since, and it has been creating this level of very strong support around that $5.30 mark, where I have marked it around here. As you guys can see, at the current price at the moment, has touched in multiple times here and does seem to be breaking. So if it does end like this for the next 4 hours, I might actually see a little bit of a dip further towards these level of resistances here. Around that $2 mark is where I'll see it. Hopefully it doesn't do that, but if it does, it does. I just want to give you guys an open analysis of what might happen. It might go sell off, or it might go, complete buy. But as you guys can see, there's two analysis here. So in terms of worst case, I do see a sell off towards that $2 mark, but I do see a gaining back that structure and going beyond that, breaking these level of supports around here, and then going towards that all-time high again. Or what I might do is completely flip this around, create that level of strong support again. As you guys can see, when it does create that level of strong support, it does just fly off of strong support here, flies off, strong support here. Hopefully what it does now is fly off as well. So it might just fly off again towards our all-time high, breaking this level of resistances. Going down to the 1 hour now, as you guys can see, I have really broken this down for you guys, so hopefully you do understand what I'm doing. So there was that support formed around today, actually around that $5.50 level, and that does seem to be breaking at the moment. So what I do see going, if it does break further, it might go further down to around this $4.50. Hopefully create that level of support again. As you guys can see here, when it does support, does level be formed, it does just fly off. So hopefully it does the same here. Create a level of support and then flies off. If not, I do see it, ranging around this level between $5.50 and $6.35. As you guys can see, it's a nasty bit of a range at the moment. And hopefully it does break out towards that $7.35 level, and then beyond that towards the $10 mark. But that is my short-term analysis. So those are my two short-term and one long-term analysis. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this analysis video on Arena Swap. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.